Hello everyone and welcome back to another episode of Not Hardcore Minecraft. So in the last episode, we built this massive bee farm. Well, the actual bee farm is just this little thing, but this giant dome that has it inside of it. And as cool as it is, it's not as functional as I would like it to be. All of these glass bottles get shot out of the sides every time a single one of these is detected or whatever by the observer, meaning the redstone is a little bit broken, and I want to fix that. Only problem is, I have to wait until nighttime to do it. While I wait, I should probably start to go get some of the materials that I'm going to need for this, which includes things like, what was it? A lot more redstone and just a bunch of, comparators, because that's what's going to detect the actual output of each beehive. I think that's enough. Okay, and now that it's nighttime, and I believe most of the bees are asleep, I can actually start working on this thing without the bees attacking me every 5 seconds. The problem with the design that I'm using right now is that when one single beehive is ready, it makes it so that every dispenser goes off, meaning that a bunch of bottles shoot out that won't be filled with honey and will be wasted. With the new design, well, not new, but it was actually the original thing I was going to use, but I was like, oh, it takes up too much room, and look where that got me. But that design uses comparators to detect the output of each individual beehive, meaning that it enables it to make sure that only one will go at a time. The dispensers go right above instead also, so that when it pushes something through, it goes down into the hopper below instead of shooting out the front. Okay, and now that all of these dispensers are back in with all their stuff inside of them, I need to actually start putting in everything else, which consists of the observers, I lied, the comparators, and all the redstone, because that's the only stuff there actually is. It's just a lot wider in this direction. Okay, so the comparators come out of all of these, and you can see that they're starting to activate because some of them already have partial bits of honey inside of the beehives, but it can't be extracted until this actually shows that there's honey in it. So then we get a row of redstone, second row of redstone, and a third row up here. Then out of that third row comes 2 more rows. And how it works is because of how a comparator signal strength works. Once the signal strength coming out of the comparator is 5, it'll light up the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 redstone, only activating that specific dispenser. This won't get powered because the signal strength would have to be 6 for the one next to it to be powered. And now I just have to cover everything up. Alright, and there we go. It is finished. From the front, it looks exactly the same. You have to go around the side to see that it's a little bit longer now. But it should essentially function in the same exact way. Everything should come out over here, and hopefully we won't have any glass bottles appearing in here. So as I organize my inventory, I want to talk about the main thing I'm doing this episode, which involves the end and how ugly it is. The main end island in vanilla is not exactly something that is super pleasant to look at. It's just a bunch of milky white blocks with some pillars. So that is going to be the focus of today, making it look better. When thinking of a design for the end island, one thing I kind of had to keep in consideration is the fact that when you respawn the dragon, it redoes all of the pillars. So if I wrap anything around the pillars, it's going to be gone. And I wanted to make it so that when I did the end redesign, I could still actually fight the dragon afterwards. So what I did is I figured out a design that kind of looks good, but is also very low to the ground, meaning I can respawn the dragon as many times as I want, and everything will still stay exactly the same. Only thing is, I need a lot of purpur. So let's go to the end and grab some of that now. One thing I also know I'm going to need a lot of is end rods, so maybe I just go to an end city and grab them from there, because I don't want to fight a bunch of blazes to get blaze rods, because that would just kind of suck. And plus, if I go to end cities, there's a chance that I can get more shulker boxes, and that's always a nice thing to have. Alright, first things first, I need a ton of chorus fruit. Oh, there's some on the floor right here. I'm not 100% sure how much I'm actually going to need, so I might go until I get an entire shulker box full, which will probably be way too much. After actually taking the time to look up the recipe for purpur blocks, I'm going to get 2 stacks of chorus fruit, because I have no idea how much purpur I'm actually going to need for this build. But I know it's a lot. And alright, there we go. 2 full shulker boxes of chorus fruit. That is a lot of chorus fruit. And it only took, 1, 2.5 full end islands of deforestation's worth to actually get what I needed. But now that I have all of that, I need to start heading towards some end cities, like that one, to get all of those end rods. I don't know how many end rods there's actually going to be in each one, but I know that I'm going to need somewhere around 4 stacks. So I guess I should just start collecting. Okay, so from this single small end city, I ended up getting almost an entire stack of end rods, along with 6 more shulker shells, which is always good. But what that means is that I'm going to have to only find maybe 1 or 2 more end cities, and even if I find a big one, that might be enough to get me where I need to go. Because I know I originally said 4 stacks of end rods, but I think I'm just going to go for 2, because I believe that will be enough. Alright, here we go. Big end city. Hopefully... Wow, there's so many end rods here. It will be enough. Oh, where am I? Okay, I guess that works. What was I saying? Hopefully, there'll be enough end rods here to get me what I need. Based on how massive this place is, I'm going to say that there absolutely is going to be. Oh my god, and I'm making a realization too. This massive thing right here is going to have so many end rods in it. I just have to avoid the shulkers. Oh my gosh, look at all of these end rods. There's so many in here. Yeah, just from that big tower alone, I got up to 1.5 stacks. I think that was like 40-something end rods just from that. So, does this one have any other big towers? Yes, it does. Okay, maybe I, take that and use it as a means to go around and break all of these. Okay, I know I said 2 stacks, but I lied because there's so much here I'm going to go for 3 stacks instead. Because I think there's enough here, and if there's not, I can just go somewhere else. It's not that big of a deal. And then I'm also going to want 1 more shulker shell, because I have 9 currently, and with 1 more I can make 5 more shulker boxes. I don't think I'll ever use them, but it'll be nice to have the extra 5. Okay, there we go. 3 stacks of end rods, 2 shulker boxes of chorus fruit. Now I need to go back home. First things first, I want to test out, since chorus fruit is technically food, will the smoker cook it? No, I guess I just have to use regular furnaces. Okay, what I'm going to do is grab some hoppers and chests, or barrels I guess, and make a little automatic smelter so I don't actually have to keep putting things in the furnaces. Luckily, they're very easy to build. Okay, and then in each of these, I'm going to put about 1/2 of a chest's worth of chorus fruit, just because then this whole process should go by much, much faster. While all this chorus fruit is cooking, there's a few other little things that I need to do to get ready for the big build. The first one is I need to make sure that I actually have enough emeralds over at my raid farm to trade up for enough glass. And if I don't, it looks like we gotta start up the raid farm for a little bit. Because of all the glass trading I did in previous episodes, I don't think I have enough emeralds. But you never know. Yeah, that is not enough. Okay, time to go find a raid captain. Hopefully the 2 raid towers over here produce one rather quickly. Oh my god! 2 of them! Give me that. Let's get out of here. That was really fast, and I am very happy that I got that fast. Because usually it takes me like 30 minutes to get one, and I was really not excited to wait for that. Please still work. I haven't used this since I built it. I think it does. Okay, I'm just gonna let this go for a little bit, and then once I have enough emeralds, or levels, or whatever, then we can go up to glass trading, my favoriteest of activities. Okay, I have hit 100 levels. I am done sitting here. Oh my god, it's so laggy. Look at... Oh my god, there's so many items. Okay, I need to see how many emeralds did I get in my inventory. A stack, that's pretty good. But what about down here? Oh my goodness. That is a lot. And that definitely should last me. My question is, how many totems do I have now? I know that's full, I know that's full. Wow, this is so many totems. No one needs this many. Okay, I'm gonna get rid of all the stuff that I don't need, sort everything else out, and then I am going to go and do the 8 million billion hours of trading that I'm gonna need to do to get all of the glass that I need. Hopefully an entire shulker box will be enough emeralds. So along with all of the glass that I'm going to be needing, I'm also going to be needing a lot of magenta and purple dye, because that's what color the glass is going to be. Okay, I finally filled up these 2 shulker boxes with glass. While I was waiting for that, I was trying to get my stone cutters, or whatever they're called over here, masons, I think? Yeah. I was trying to get them to give me blue terracotta, but they didn't, which means I have to fly all the way over to a mesa biome, which, by the way, is about 20,000 blocks away, get a bunch of terracotta, then come back. Or actually, maybe instead of going over there in the overworld, I can go over there in the nether, because I know for a fact that when I went to explore the deep dark and all the ancient cities that I had found, I used the nether roof to go and travel, and that's where I found the mesa biomes. Alright, I marked it off with torches, so I know the portal was in this direction. Alright, here's the portal. Hopefully it spits me out near a mesa biome. Okay, here's a jungle that has a lush cave in it. Oh, red sand. More red sand. Let's go. Okay. I think I'm going to get myself a shulker box of this and hope that's enough for what I need. Alright, and here we are. A shulker box of terracotta. Now I just need to find lots and lots and lots of dyes. What I'm thinking for all that terracotta is because I only need blue terracotta dye, or blue terracotta. I might just use lapis as the dye, only because I already know I have a bunch of that back in my house. For the glass, on the other hand, I need a bunch of magenta dye and a bunch of, pink dye, I think. So I'm not 100% sure how I'm going to go about that. Yeah, see, I have plenty of lapis here. So I think dyeing all this should be super easy. Alright, and there we go. All the terracotta is dyed. The reason that I used blue terracotta instead of like purple or something is because even though it's blue, that's pretty purple, honestly. And it fits with the color scheme of all the purple blocks. Okay, and then next I'm going to need a bunch of, pink and magenta dye, I think. Hopefully I have enough flowers to start me off, but I know for a fact I'm not actually going to have enough. Yeah, pink and magenta, and then I'm pretty sure that this does pink, this does magenta, and this does magenta? Yes, but also it's magenta and purple, not magenta and pink, so I need lots of purple dye, which actually shouldn't be too hard. Okay, let's see how much of the glass this purple dye can turn. Okay, so I accidentally turned some of it into magenta as well, but that's not a problem because I need magenta dye anyway, or magenta glass. But purple glass is the focus first. Okay, I know I'm going to need a lot more purple dye. 1 stack plus 8 to be exact. So that means I'm going to need 2 stacks plus 24 magenta dye. Okay, and there we go. Both shulker boxes full of different stained glasses. Now comes probably the least fun thing to gather, which is at least 2 shulker boxes of lava buckets. Now, it's not super hard to get in terms of, actually collecting it. It's just annoying that afterwards I'm going to have, a stack of buckets that I just don't need. Okay, now we go to the nether to find a place to actually gather all the lava from. I'm probably going to fly somewhere decently far away so I don't have to look at all of the, gross running lava areas. So maybe right here will do, because it's decently far away from everything else. Okay, and there's the 2 shulker boxes. Honestly, I still don't even think that's going to be enough lava, but if I need any more, I can always come back. Now I just have to wait for all of this chorus fruit to finish cooking. I think it's going to take a while, so I'll be back when that's done. Alright, and finally, after a very long time, all of the chorus fruit has been cooked up and turned into purpur blocks. While I am going to need both purpur blocks and the purpur pillar blocks or whatever, I'm going to keep them all as the normal blocks for now, only because I have no idea how much of each I'm actually going to need. I'm just pretty sure that this 2 shulker boxes will be enough to figure out the entire thing. So there is still one more thing that I'm gonna need for this build, and that's endstone bricks. But because there's a lot of terraforming that is involved with this project in the end, and getting rid of a bunch of endstone anyway, I'm definitely going to have enough to make all the endstone bricks that I need, so I didn't bother going to get them right now. So let's head on over to the end and get started with this project. So like usual with every other big build, I'm gonna head into a time lapse and I'll see you guys when it's done. Here we go. And here we are, the finished end island. I am so incredibly happy with how this design turned out. I actually originally designed it like a year and a half ago, and it's kind of just been sitting in the back burner in a world for that long, and so it's really cool to actually see it like in my world, built in survival, even if it took a really long time to do. This project took me so much longer than I thought it would because endstone is such a pain to mine, and considering how much I had to shave off of the island just to get the design that I wanted, it was like 15 shulker boxes. I got rid of most of the endstone. I still have like 4 shulker boxes of it right here, but the other 13 or whatever, that doesn't equal 15, but who cares? It was a lot. I had to throw all of it off into the void. But now that this whole thing is done, I think I'm going to end the episode here. I am super happy with this project, and I hope you all enjoyed it too. So thank you all so much for watching. If you did enjoy, make sure to like and subscribe, as it really does help out. And I'll see you all in the next one. Bye-bye!